It's my feel-good breakfast show.
This is your only feel-good breakfast show, Expresso. We're live on 3, and thanks for finding us on this Tuesday morning, which means Dr. Darren Green comes in to talk about stuff that concerns us. It is summer, it's sunshine. Oh, even Sunday I was in the sun. SPF 15 on my face, and in fact, I don't even know what it means. But first of all, Dr. Darren Green, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I say this because we don't know the difference between UV rays and also SPF factors. Quickly touch on it. What is it?
So all light basically travels in different wavelengths, and UV specifically means ultraviolet.
Right.
Refers to specific rays of sunlight that are emitted and reflected off all the surfaces on the earth, but they also penetrate the skin. So they're graded and arranged in orders of their wavelengths, all the physics back in high school. But A and B are the big ones. So UVA, UVB are the ones that concern us when pertaining to the skin specifically. A for aging and B for the basal cell carcinomas.
Okay.
So very important to remember that. And then SPF that you asked about is sun protection factor. And a lot of people don't know what it means. It basically means the time that it takes, how much time it takes before you suffer skin damage. So an SPF of 50 takes your skin 50 times longer before suffering skin damage than it would without using sunscreen.
So the more sun exposure, the higher the SPF needs to be.
Correct.
Good stuff. Dr. Darren Green is also in our studio. Studio will be taking your questions as you give us a call on 0839133728. We're talking specifically about the sun and also our skin. It's summer and we want to be in the sun, but we want to be safe while doing it. Well, we also visited skin care specialist and also celebrated cosmetic surgeon, Dr. Fernandes, who is sharing some skincare knowledge with the rest of the world in his new book. It's called Your Skin Factory. Well, let's take a look at what he has to say about sun and skincare. And then after that, Dr. Darren Green will take some of your calls. That number again, 0839133728. Dr. Fernandes first.
Creator and founder of a leading skincare range and highly sought after as a cosmetic surgeon, Dr. Des Fernandes is a leading authority on healthy skin. He has shared his knowledge in a new book called Your Skin Factory.
Most people want beautiful skin, but they don't know how to get it. And the explanation for how to get it is actually quite simple. It's vitamin A. Everything that you see in beautiful skin is the result of adequate amounts of vitamin A in the skin. If you've got a beautiful color, if you've got smooth, unwrinkled skin, if you've got skin that is not too oily, if you've got beautiful hydrated skin, it's because vitamin A has made the natural moisturizing factors that are so essential to keep skin hydrated. When you see wrinkled, old, damaged skin, all of that is from inadequate amounts of vitamin A in the skin. The reason why vitamin A plays such an important part is that it controls how skin cells grow. And it's fundamental to making a cell reproduce itself and grow more cells. When you've injured the skin or given it a shock, then the skin cells will be more resilient and grow faster because of the vitamin A.
Because of our sunny climate, sun protection is an important component of creating healthy skin. Dr. Fernandes advises using a sunscreen which contains an antioxidant for even greater protection.
The natural ways to get vitamin A into your skin, of course, are by eating it. Now, you can eat lots of liver. Also, fish oils are generally rich. And in order to get really good levels of vitamin A into your skin, you could also take a supplement. Because of the difficulty in taking vitamin A by mouth, we resort rather to putting it on the skin with a skin cream. If you want to look after your skin, then you make sure that you've got the vitamin A, the vitamin C, and the vitamin E every single day. The next thing that you should do is intelligent sun exposure. It's very important to have adequate amounts of vitamin D, because vitamin D, amongst other things, is a sunscreen, and vitamin D is also a way to protect yourself from skin cancer. The next thing that you should do is make sure that your skin is well hydrated. And so drinking adequate amounts of water becomes very important. So I think if one has that as a basic program, then you can keep your skin healthy.
With 30 years of research, Dr. Fernandes knows that skin can be better. We can prevent and reverse damage for radiant, glowing skin.
Our expert there, Dr. Fernandes, giving us some advice. We're talking about sun and skincare and also taking your calls on 083 913 3728. Dr. Darren Green in our studio. Once again, Doctor, a warm welcome to you. But UV exposure, how much is too much and how much is too little? I mean, we have a shortage of vitamin D. I want to play my golf.
And you need it. You need sun exposure to manufacture vitamin D, which obviously is controlled with the process through the kidneys actually as well. But it's no use having these vitamins and not having the sufficient nutrition to go with it. So your sun exposure should be limited. I mean, what you actually need is about 30 minutes of sun exposure a day to manufacture the right amount of vitamin D required for basic daily function. However, if you are going to go longer, like yourself who plays golf, for example, you need to be protected. And that's where the sunblock and the sunscreen comes in. And, the reapplying of sunblock is actually the thing that gets most people. When you swim, and water, even although it's waterproof, the layers are thinned out.
Right.
So you need to apply it regularly. And by regularly, I mean at least every 2 hours. In children with lighter skins that are still delicate, maybe even every hour.
Okay, well, we're taking some of your calls, 083 913 3728. We have someone on the line. Bianca, you are live on Expresso. What's your question? Bianca, we can hear you. You're live on Expresso. What's your question to us?
I'm suffering with oily skin and pimples. I wonder if you can help me with what can I use to let it disappear, because I'm really suffering with it.
Okay. Bianca, how old are you?
I'm 90 now.
Okay. Thanks so much for your question and thanks for watching Expresso.
I have one more question.
Sure.
I'm suffering with dark spots as well. When I'm too much in the sun, my face gets dark spots all over, especially on my nose and under my eyes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Bianca, for your questions, hey?
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Doctor, you heard it there from Bianca.
Indeed. I said two problems. The first one, oily skin. And what we have are sebum glands. These are specialized glands just under the superficial layer of the skin. And they are actually responsible of secreting oil to nourish and maintain the skin. However, you do have certain parts of your face, you hear about the T-panel, for example, at your cosmetic houses, where oil is overproduced in those areas. Oil production is very, very connected to our lifestyles. It's connected to what we eat, but it's also connected to our hormone profiles. You'll find through different phases of our lives, you'll have excess production. So what Bianca's got to do primarily is have a very good skin routine. She might need to clean her face a lot more often than most in terms of the oil collection on the surface of the skin. Because you can imagine, the oil's on the surface, if it's in abundance, it traps dirt, it then enters the pores, clogs the pores, and then causes a sealed-off kind of barrier which facilitates that lovely, gorgeous pimple that teenagers hate so much. So she's in a prime game right now, and she needs to obviously...
Which is exciting, Bianca.
Very exciting.
It's very exciting.
And then the second question was regarding...
the dark spots,
yes,
quickly. Yes.
pigmentation. So dark rings around the eyes, normally caused by a lack of good blood supply to those areas. So what you need to do is obviously look at, once again, you get creams that improve the dilatation of capillaries under the surface of the skin, just under the surface, and that helps. Illuminating creams, they call them, but they all work on blood supply. But there are genetic conditions that give you dark rings around your eyes, so people mustn't think that it's all related to a shortage of blood supply.
Okay, or even that the sun is damaging it all, but sunblock, sunblock, sunblock. I preach it, Dr. Darren Green in our house. It's good to have you here. There's loads more happening on our Feel Good Breakfast show. Thanks so much for your calls so far. We're going to keep those lines open and make sure that our doctor also stays with us. We're talking about sun damage and skincare on our Feel Good Breakfast show this morning, ready to help you. Katlego Mabue, what's happening on the rest of the show?